Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to this week's edition of Mental Mondays, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel to check it out. And all the regulars, man, glad to have you guys back. And if you're new to the channel, Mental Mondays is something we do once a week that really just is designed to stretch your mind, make you think. Doesn't really have much to do with fishing. And it's my favorite part of doing the YouTube videos. I love doing Mental Mondays and don't have much of a following here. Not many people watch it, but the people that do are pretty adamant about it and good supporters of the channel. Also, guys, just a quick reminder out there, if you are interested in supporting the channel, guys, a couple of different things you can do is hit that subscribe button. That really helps out. And also, if you guys are interested in purchasing any fishing tackle, if you use my tackle warehouse link that I put in the description of each video to purchase your tackle, the channel gets a small percentage of the commission. Anytime you purchase something, we get a small percentage of that commission. So it's a good way to help the channel out if you're inclined to do so. Okay, guys, today we're talking about apathy. People that are apathetic in general. If you're not familiar with the term, apathetic means is people that are just not. They either don't care about current events or things around them, or they're just unaware of it, or they're just not involved with it whatsoever. In other words, they're not really a participant in things that have a impact in a lot of our lives out there. And apathy is it's not very productive to society in general, because I think one of the things out there, in order to be a productive member of society, you have to be engaged in most of the issues that affect our world out there. Unless you just want to be a hermit and live on a mountaintop and not interact with people whatsoever, I mean, that's one option. But if you're, part of society like most people are, and you contribute to society and you're involved with everything out there, it's to your own best interest to become aware and involved about things that go on that affect your life out there. So from what I have found out, guys, and through my observation about life out there, is you've got about 25% of the people that are, heavily engaged and involved, and they're passionate about their points of view and their belief systems and the things that they feel that are important, in this country. And you've got another 25% that are the same way, but are really in opposite ways of thinking. It's just like you got 50% of the country, 25% that are really focused and really, like I said, engaged on everything that's going on that affects them in their life. But sometimes there are conflicting viewpoints. There could be conflicting viewpoints on cultural issues, social issues, political issues, belief systems, whatever it could be. But those are the people that are involved. And then you have 50% of the population, at least, maybe more, that are completely not engaged whatsoever. And they're not aware of anything out there. They're one of the most common questions that people have asked apathetic people over the decades, not just recently, but for the past 30 or 40 years, is like, can you tell us who our vice president is? Or can you tell us what the three branches of government are? And you can't believe how many people just don't know, because they are completely disengaged from any type of process outside of their immediate lives. And when you have half of the population of this country that is just 100% focused on their little bubble in their own world there, a lot of times that, like I said, that doesn't serve society very well. It may serve those people, a little bit out there, but in the big picture, it doesn't contribute much to society out there. So I think one of the things that we have to do is we have to encourage people, and I think that encouragement comes from an early age, is to get involved in the processes, in the things that affect your life. And that could be anything. It's like whatever it is that you feel affects your life. I don't care if it's the school board that you're with, or any type of issue that we have in our society. If you get involved with that and keep abreast of the latest breaking news on it and any information, and you become an informed member of society, when you do that, that just gives back to our country so much out there. And I think that a big problem we have right now is a lot of people aren't taught that. There's certain demographics out there that I've seen age-wise, and different, type of lifestyles and that type of stuff are, a lot of people are just not engaged in that. They don't really care. They're not aware of it. And then you have, other groups out there that their lives revolve around it. I mean, say for examples, like, let's talk, just about, politics. I mean, most older people are the people that are heavily engaged in politics. They're aware of it. They're up on the news. They follow it closely. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have a lot of the younger people in this country that are completely oblivious about, they don't understand the political system. They don't understand legislative process, things that affect our, the laws that we live under, our ways of life, everything like that. They're completely disengaged from that process, and you see it all the time out there. So from that standpoint, it's just like anything else. It all goes back to education. It all goes back to mentoring those people at an early age, and it all goes back to how we educate our younger people out there. I mean, I think one of the most important things that we need to have in our schools are some type of a regular curriculum of current events to keep everybody abreast of current events, in the country and in the world. Because the more educated that we are out there, the more that we can make, rational, good, logical decisions on things that affect our life. But when you're oblivious to that, and when you don't know anything that's going on out there, it's like, what role do you play? I mean, what service can you provide to bettering the situation that we live in? And I know that everybody has the freedom in this country to be involved or not as involved as they want to. A lot of people out there, they just don't care. I mean, they don't think anything affects their lives other than just what they do. But that is not true, because every single entity in this country that has the power to make decisions that influences our life on whatever level it could be. Again, it's laws and regulations, rules, it just, tax law, it could be just whatever out there. It's like there's so many things out there that affect our life that are controlled by a minority of the people in this country. That's one of the downfalls that we have in this country, is that to a large degree we have a minority of the people in this country that basically set legislation and set laws, because so many of the people are disengaged from the process. I mean, I think there's something, it was like only 30% of the entire eligible voting population voted in the last election. So you had 70% of the population that was disengaged, apathetic, uninterested in things that affect their life directly. So I would just encourage guys, if you think you fall into one of those apathetic viewpoints out there, just realize that if you're apathetic and you're not part of the process, then you're basically just you're being victim to other people controlling things within your life out there. But once you become aware and engaged in the process, and then you can make an impact on things that you feel that's going to improve your life and improve the planet we're on, and improve our country out there. And I think it's just a really good idea, regardless of what your viewpoints are. I mean, we all have differing viewpoints. I mean, it's okay to disagree, but I don't care if I meet somebody, it doesn't matter if they agree or disagree with my viewpoints in life. Just the fact that they are passionate and they're adamant and they're involved in their own viewpoints out there, I respect that, But if somebody out there is just unaware and oblivious, apathetic to everything that goes on around them, I just want to encourage those people out there to become a little bit more involved. So anyway, guys, hope you all are doing well. We'll talk next week. See you.